Hi, Michelle here from Eyedropper Academy. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a professional email signature in your Gmail account. A great email signature helps you look more professional, polished, and it really helps to build your brand, and it can make it easier for people to contact you. So let's just jump straight in. It's super easy to do this. Once you've logged in, come and click over here and click on the settings icon. And you'll get this option here that comes up on the side, this little panel. We want to click on the See All settings to open it up completely. And we want to stay in the general tab up the top here. You've got all of these tabs that have got different options that you can look at, and we might go through in other courses, but for now let's stick to the general tab. What we need to do now is scroll down until we find the signature section, which is all the way down towards the bottom, and here it is here. You can see at the moment I don't have any email signatures that have been created. And to create one, we just click on the Create New. It's going to bring up this little box. We can put in what we would like to call the signature. Let's call it Eyedropper Academy and click on Create. So now you can see we've got one here. Of course, you can add as many as you like and follow this same step to create all of the email signatures that you might need. And over here, this is where we actually create the content of your email signature. And it's really easy. You're just going to type in the details that you want to have in your signature, add in an image, add some links if you would like, and then I'll show you how to save it. I'm going to speed up this video as I create the content for my email signature, and I'll pause it when I get to one important spot, and then I'll show you how to save it. And here what I would like to do is add in my logo. So the easiest way to do that is you come down here and click on the Insert Image button. Now for the signatures to be able to have any kind of picture, logo or whatever in Gmail, you actually need to have that picture or that image available on the internet. So we can't just drag and drop it in, unfortunately. So click on Insert Image. If you know the URL of your image, that might be if you've got a website and the image is already uploaded and being used on your website, for example, you could paste the URL of that image in here. I don't recommend doing that because if anything ever changes with your website, then you're going to lose that image in your email signature. So the safest way to add an image or a logo is to go to Google Drive. Now, if you don't already have anything in your Google Drive, that's fine. You can just click on the upload button and it's going to allow you to drag and drop your logo file here. So I'll get my logo file from another window and drag and drop that into here so you can see what that looks like. Drag that in and just let it go. You can see it's uploading it to my Google Drive account. And anyone allowed to view it? Yes. And you can see if I scroll down here, it's actually inserted my logo. If you want to keep the size of the logo how it is, that's fine. But to change the size of the image or logo that you've popped in there, just click on top of it. You see this little option opens up here, and you can change the size from small, medium, large. Keep it the original size, or if you're unhappy with it, you can remove it from there altogether. I'm going to leave it how it is, and what I'll do is, it's a little bit hard to see what's going on in this tiny little window, so what I'll do is test it in a moment in an actual email to see if it's the right size, and if not, I can always come back here and change it. Now I'm going to create a link, so when someone clicks on this logo within the email that I send them, it will actually take them to the website. So to do that, I'm going to come up here and start at the beginning of this text. If I didn't want this text to be part of the link, I would just simply push the down arrow so my cursor starts at the beginning of the image. You can see my cursor is just there. Hold down the Shift key on my keyboard and hit either the down or the right arrow. I'll push the right arrow. You can see that's highlighted my image. So now with that selected, I'm going to click on this little link icon, or I could have clicked on Control K. And unfortunately, Gmail does not have a great layout for us to deal with here. So they're actually making it really difficult for us to see what's happening. But what I'm going to do is, I know that there's this field here that says text if I wanted to type in text to be shown when I create my link, but that's not what I want at the moment. So I'm going to click the Tab key on my keyboard, which is going to take me down to the next field in this little pop-up. And now I can see it's taken me to where it says type or paste a link. So that's where I'm going to put in the link that I want people to go to when they click on my icon, or my logo, sorry. So academy.eyedropper.com.au and click apply. So now hopefully you can see when I click on this image within my signature, it's not going to take me to that link because we're in an editing mode. But you can see when I click on it, it brings this up and it's going to take people to this link here. I can change that link if I've made an error, remove it, and then I've still got my options there to change the sizing. I understand it's very tricky here in Gmail. They do not give us a very good window to work with. I wish there was a way we could make it bigger. Just let's make this a little bit tidier. I might change a few things here. You can also add a link to your phone numbers. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. It's a pretty cool little thing to do. I find it really handy when I'm searching through somebody's email, perhaps from my phone, and I want to be able to ring them really easily rather than having to remember that phone number and then type it into my phone app to ring them. We can simply enable this as a link so that they can just click on it and then it will make that phone call happen automatically. So to do that, it's very similar to what we just did with our logo before. We highlight the text that we want to be the link, click on this link button here. Again, we're going to ignore this one here and hit the tab key. Now so you can see you're in the right spot here because it's got type or paste a link. So the link that you add to convert something into a phone number that people can click on and it will automatically ring. It's super easy. You just type TEL, obviously that's for telephone, the double colon, is that what it's called? The 2 dots. Then type in the phone number without any spaces or anything else. You can either type it in as the +61 if you're in Australia, obviously, or you can type in the mobile number. I like to do it with the +61, so that way we know it's going to work every time. Click apply. You can see it's added the underline here, so that has now become a link. So when I send you an email with this signature in it, anyone who has that email looking at it from their phone, they can click on it and ring me straight from that email. Now I've got another link here, which is the link to my website. You can manually go in, click on the link button and create the link to that so people can go directly to your website. But what will happen is when we save this and then we go to create an email, what you'll see is that Gmail has identified that this is a URL and it will automatically turn that into a link for us. But what I might do now is just quickly change the color of some of the text just to show you how to do that as well. So I'm going to highlight the text here for Eyedropper Academy. You've got all these options down here, so you can actually go in and change the font, how it looks. You can change the size of any of the text in there. You can change it smaller, larger, make it huge if you want. I'm going to keep everything normal. Obviously make it bold, italic, underlined, and here's where we change the text color. I'm going to click down here and just pick a color that's kind of similar to my branding colors. It's quite tricky. It's not an exact match, but it's okay for now. You've got a few other formatting options here. I think generally speaking, most people aren't going to be needing those. That looks pretty good for now. So you've got to make sure that you go down to the bottom and save that. What I'm going to do is show you quickly. There's some options here that you can choose to set, or you can completely ignore them. So when you're creating a new email, do you want this email signature to appear on every single email? If yes, come down here and select the email signature that you've just created. The other thing you can do is choose to attach this signature to every email when you hit reply or forward. Some people don't like to do that and they just want to have a really short, put their name or whatever. I personally do like to have my signature at the bottom of everything that I'm sending, so I would activate that. But before I do that, I'm going to change it back to the default, which is no signature. And I'm going to scroll to the bottom and click save. If you don't click save here and you go out of this screen, you're going to lose everything you just did. So click save. It's going to automatically take us out of the settings and into our mailbox. Now when I click on compose email, you'll see it's completely blank, and that's because I chose not to activate that setting about having the signature included in every email. So to manually add that signature, come down here to the pen icon, click on insert signature, and if you've got more than one signature created, you can choose from those signatures here, click on the signature you want, or if you need to create a new one, you can click on manage signatures and that will take you back to those settings. But I'll click on Eyedropper Academy. That's the signature I just created, and you can see it's got everything in it I had put there, including the font, that's the text that's changed colors, the link for the phone number. When I click on that here, it's not going to do anything, but it's showing me this is the link that I've set. If I've made an error, I can change it or I can remove it. Likewise, it's automatically applied the link to my domain URL here. I can change it or remove it. You can also see that when I click on the image here, again, it's not going to actually do anything right now because we're in an editing mode, editing our email, but you can see it's applied that link to the logo as well. From here, obviously, you're just going to type in your email, however you like, your subject, the recipient you want to send to, and then click send. Super, super easy. Now I'll quickly go through. I'm just going to delete this one because I'm not sending an email to anybody right now. And I'll come back into the settings and quickly show you the difference when we activate the options at the bottom here. So where it says signature default, I'm going to change that to Eyedropper Academy for both of those and click on save changes. Now when I create an email, click on compose, you'll see my signature has come in there automatically without any effort whatsoever. Again, you can create extra signatures. You might have to send emails to different people or different groups of people and you want to have something a little bit more customized for each signature. Create as many as you like. It's a simple thing to do. You can see it takes only a few seconds really, and then you can quickly and easily manage those as you go. I hope that's been really helpful, and I hope that helps take your business one step closer from taking it from a vision through to impact. And stick around, we'll have more Gmail tips and tricks and videos coming up soon. Bye for now.